What's going on, guys? Sync-WaVey back again with some more GBO2, and we're going to be showing out how to use MP Qubeley. First off, here's a little combo for you guys. Beam gun, shoulder cannons, downswing, follow funnels while retreating, beam gun again, then downswing.
Dude, that's dirty, bro.
Guys, wanna see that again?
Beam gun,
Boom,
shoulders,
bam,
down
bop,
swing, boost back,
bada bop boom,
beam gun.
pow.
You can.
Simple,
You can
guys,
fit it in.
simple. I mean, it's not really that
Dude,
simple,
that's
but
dirty, bro.
what the trick is, yeah, is make sure that when you go for the first downswing to knock them over, is that you try to hit them with the tip of the blade so you can get the rest of the combo to land. But yeah, here's some shooting tips and tricks, because there's a lot of I just basically want to put this out because this is the ultimate way of getting ridiculous damage with your suit and always get your pincer funnels landing basically all the damage. So lock onto them first, then shoot them in place, and then you're just gonna do massive damage with the pincers. Restun them with the cannons to guarantee follow up with your follow funnels. Easy. And it's probably the best way, as long as you're within the range to actually lock on. Like, you should always do that. If you're further back, then maybe cannons first into beam gun, and then get close and then use your follow funnels, and then when they try to dodge roll, use your pincer funnels. Like, lock onto them while they pincer funnels, so you can basically roll catch them with your pincer funnels. You could use the beam gun first if you're slightly closer, if you were in 400 range, but 450, like, obviously go for the cannons. You know, you basically, it doesn't really matter which one you start off with, like, you're gonna be able to do this combo regardless. So yeah, and obviously this suit is a Qubeley, so you got a little, you know, lock on around the corner, you know. Also, here's a little tip and trick. If you're like, you know, what weapon do I shoot? Like every time I switch to a weapon, it's not ready. Well, look, you can hold your L1 your R1 button, sorry, and have a look at your overheats, your heats, right, for all your weapons. So you can always switch to the correct weapon without fumbling your weapons. And like, oh, this one's about to overheat if I shoot it. Nah, just hold L1 and you can shoot your weapons while doing this. The only real reason to come out of this mode is if you want to tackle someone. Yeah, with a support, you don't really. I mean, you're gonna need to tackle sometimes, but if you're playing at range, you're not really getting in close to tackle anyone unless, you know, a raid's coming in your face. But you know, that's the only really time to actually take this off, you know. But you literally can always have it up, and always, you know, you can boost around while having it up, as you can see. Can't think of anything else that you might need to do. Take this off to use any other action. I think it's just tackle, right? Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head right now. But yeah, also this suit has the strength of using both pincer funnels and follow funnels. I probably already mentioned this before, but yeah, this suit is definitely top tier. Don't let anyone else tell you it isn't. And if you think it's not top tier and these buffs, you need to give it a little bit more of a chance. Maybe even watch this video and just give you some insight on the truth, you know. Unlock your inner newtype abilities, man, you know. Because this suit is definitely devastating if you use it correctly. I mean, most of the stuff that I'm doing here is basically what I do with the regular Qubeley. Even that combo at the beginning, I got that off of the regular Qubeley. That's what I do with the regular Qubeley. Obviously minus the cannons. With the regular Qubeley, it actually overheats your beam gun when you do after you do the downswing. You know, follow funnels, beam gun. That will overheat your beam gun, and you do the downswing at the end. that will overheat your beam gun, but it's like what, 13 seconds overheat, so it don't really matter too much, even though it kind of might hurt you a little bit, especially if you got other people around. So it might be best to not go for that combo if there's more targets to actually stun, right? So yeah, so I'm a firm believer of not overheating the beam guns, man. The funnels, you can get away with overheating them, and it won't really hurt you, and it won't hurt your team either. What you don't want to be doing is have your instant stuns on cooldown and your funnels are up. You'd rather have your funnels on cooldown and your beam gun, your instant stuns like ready to fire, because you want that to stun for your teammates and stuff like that, you know. And if you manage to master that, I mean, your damage will end up looking like this. So yeah, 161k damage. Here is the footage of that 161k damage, and yeah, let's dive right into it. Basically, you're gonna see me implementing what I was doing in the start of the video, except minus the melee combo with the downswing and all that. I didn't know it could do that when I was actually playing this match. So you're not gonna see anything crazy like that in this video. But now that I know that, definitely, if you have the chance to do that, do it, because it does a lot of damage. The melee with this suit is very strong. You know, it doesn't need balance, because the downswing, literally, you could be at literally what, 150 range and downswing, and you will still hit the target. It travels that far, like it's really far. Yeah, man, I'm honestly in love with the suit. It's definitely top tier. I have a few of my friends that are like from Win. Well, he's not in Win anymore, but he's actually in our clan now. Avenger, you know, he does think that this suit definitely could be stronger than like the HML and maybe even the C1 in some cases. And I did say that in my previous video, that I do feel like this suit has some strengths that the C1 doesn't and the HML doesn't as well. Definitely. Well, we're gonna be taking this out into the clan match and see how it does in a super competitive environment. I got my money on it, man, to do very well. We're even on Arctic base, which like Calicy is more favorable for HML, and it probably still is, because you know the HML can fly and get on the high ground. It's tanky, you know, it's got a lot. You can make it have a lot of melee armor, which is basically what you're gonna be in range with all the time. But we're basically banking on our generals to keep our raids at bay, and maybe even our raids unit that we might run, to allow this thing to just go crazy on suits. Didn't quite leave my shot there, but yeah, as you can see, I'm being very careful or not overheating. I don't know why it doesn't pierce through that little thing, man. How does it not pierce? It pierces through suits, but not pierce through this stupid object right here. This little debris here. Right? It doesn't make sense. But as you can see, you do see me overheat sometimes, but you never see me overheat and all of my weapons. Like, that never happens. I might overheat my beam gun and my funnels. You might just see that, but maybe the cannon, maybe once, but you don't even, it's not like all together. You never see me just waste all my shots, and like even if it ain't wasted and I hit targets, it's still 22 seconds long, man. That's a crazy amount of time. So you always want to be shooting, so don't overheat. That's my personal opinion on how to use the suit, and it gets me far. Like, you know, I do the same thing with the Qubeley most of the time. I try not to overheat my weapons, even though I can with that suit. It doesn't really matter. But like, look at this damage. Look at this damage, man. You see that? Oh, like, that was so disgusting. I want to have to show you guys again. Like, and we'll get back to this excess in a minute, because I actually completely melted that dude. But look, hit the cannons, boom. So it doesn't matter which one you do first, beam gun or cannon, but I went with the cannon first, restunned him with the beam gun, hit with the follow funnels, right? This is like the standard combo. It wasn't even the first combo that I showed you guys with like locking on first, but here's the start of it. Lock onto him now, because he's boosting away. He's kind of like panicking, like wants to get out of the way of that damage. But I'm gonna restun him, right? So all my funnels like basically hit him, right? I'm keeping him still. Like, I wasn't quick enough on the draw, but as you can see, like, the guy is nearly dead. Like, if I was quicker on the stun, he would have took a lot more damage. I feel like the first like part of the funnels actually chipped him a little bit, and then once I stunned him, like, the rest of the funnels actually hit him. The second volley, should I say? But if you're quicker on the draw, he probably would have died, because more funnels would have hit him when I stunned him. You know what I mean? So yeah, it definitely works. I didn't get any footage of it, but I have done this. I did it against the Zeta, and he was pretty much on like 1000 HP after I did that to him. Lock on with funnels first, stunned him, all the funnels hit him, stunned him again with the beam cannons, then hit him with the follow funnels, and then, you know, wait like literally a second, as you saw in the start of the video. Like, you see me wait a little bit, and then the beam gun is pretty much ready again after like maybe a second of waiting when she go back to it. So it's always better to not overheat, in my opinion. Like, even with auxiliary generators, I don't think the auxiliary generators is really that much worth it, man. I mean, it's a nice idea, and it will work, you know, if you plan on overheating. But if you don't overheat, you're just gonna do a lot more, and you're always gonna have a stun available. You know, that's just my thought process on it. So each to his own. But yeah, I'm a firm believer of just managing your heat. That's it. Manage the heat. So now you know. Yeah, if you guys are wondering, like, how am I getting this type of damage with this suit? I'm not trying to overheat my weapons. That's literally it. And I'm doing the combo while I'm showing you guys. Pretty simple. You guys are probably all doing it, but the lock on to the instant stun with the side funnels is next level. If you can hit, if you can lock on and stun them, you're just gonna see them get melted just by that alone. Forget the restun. The restun like puts him at, you know, pretty much kills him. And anything else is looking at that target while you're doing that, it dies, like, you know. And then you're gonna get the assist points, and you're gonna get more points for doing that. And overall, you know, you're just gonna win more games, win harder, especially for clan matches. You know, we're gonna get even more points for doing that. It's a good idea, man. It's a good idea. Yeah, this suit is 100% top tier, man. If you don't get it, if you don't got it, go get it, or try to anyway. You know, gacha is sometimes takes the mick, you know. But yeah, that is the footage. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and I'll check you guys in the next one. God bless.